Okay, we are back in a tie them blood. Um, what's bad is like nothing's really happened in Act Two. I mean, there's been like some
Don't jinx it.
backstory.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx
Yeah,
it. Don't
okay,
jinx it.
fair enough, fair enough. It's just like, okay, cool. There's a detective agency and they're just stalking her. Cool. Anything dramatic, crazy? No, we just get backstory. Don't get me wrong.
See, we thought that. Remember that we thought that for the first story, and then someone died.
That's fair. That's fair. It was a very dramatic death too. It was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm gonna die. And I'm like, oh, why though? All right, I'll get started. One foot after another, I plod along the snow-covered path toward Honika's home, wary of my
You're not sharing the
joints.
screen.
Oh, my bad. I've had everything but that one.
You're good.
There we go. All right, you got it all?
Yeah.
Perfect. One foot after another, I plod along the snow-covered path towards Hanika's home, wary of my joints seizing again in the increasingly bitter winter. My pace is slower this time around. After our talk in the library, now clear that Honika's fallen for Yasue. Things gonna get complicated now that I've lost my chance to gently pull her away from blood magic. That's why I had to call in sick to the university. It's inevitable that things will eventually come to a head, but I want to see things for myself beforehand. With Honika attending lectures and now knowing what Karu can and can't see around her house, the stage is set for my own intervention. Tatiana might be too cowed by Yonohara to do this, but I have no such apprehensions. A shame, really. Looks like I won't be earning her trust anytime soon. Reaching Honika's house, I carefully maneuver around the back and out of my coworker's line of sight. Neither of them need to know about this. It'll be easier for everyone if they don't. Not a leaf is stirring as I look about, leaving me satisfied that I won't be noticed. With that, my eyes close and my thoughts turn inward. This is a risky thing to try. I don't completely understand the nature of Honika's blood magic, nor how she finds Lady Asue. There's only a guess at how she's managing it, and I suspect even she doesn't fully comprehend the forces at play. Calming myself, I try to focus my thoughts on the task at hand. Uh,
Hello.
Hello, we have magic?
Apparently, yeah, she's a mage.
As magic begins to course through my body, I open my eyes once more as it feels to pour forth, surging through me and flowing outward. My magic talent may be far beyond Honika's clumsy blood magic, but I dearly hope this will have the same effect. To harness this force was once difficult, but in time it proved more fruitful than I could ever imagine. Dominating the forces within, what was a raging torrent suddenly collapses into no more than a pinprick of concentrated energy. Just a little more, and my soul will turn away from its physical form. A little more, and so we can astral project. Cool.
Guess we found out her magic.
It, soft grass gently pressed against the back of my head, my dazed eyes opening to a brilliant blue expansion. Suddenly realizing this isn't where I was, far from the maudlin gray sky of winter, I scrambled to my feet. Oh, it's not. Wait, I'm confused. How did we isekai ourselves? I thought our plan was to just like astral project or whatever into the house, break in, and like snoop around.
Apparently, our plans went deeper than that.
Startled birds nestled in the trees around me fly off squawking, the peace of the forest disrupted by the rude intruder. Stupefied by what just happened, I'm reduced to glancing about at my surroundings. It worked. All I could do was mumble whatever's on my mind as I glance around in disbelief. The warmth, the green tips of the trees around me. I couldn't be further from the winter's chill if I tried. My body feels heavy as I try to pull myself together. My head feels like it's swimming, probably an after effect of being pulled into this place. This must be where Honoka's escaping to each night. I'm at a loss for words as I look about the thick forest. The sounds of insects and birds playing on the edge of my hearing. No wonder Tatiana and I felt something was off. The sheer amount of magic to create such a place must be incomprehensible.
Yeah, this would be weird to me too.
Yeah? My theory held true. Felt traces of this magic due to the incredible amount being expended here. The moment my soul left its body, it fell into the well of concentrated magic, as if pulled in by gravity. Oh, so our plan wasn't to do this. We just accidentally got pulled in. Oh, that's
Ah,
even scarier. Because how do we kick ourselves out?
I don't. Our magic runs out, I guess.
It's the same way that Honoka, likely unintentionally, does with her blood magic. Scuffing my feet on the ground to check if this conjured ground is safe, I'm met by the reassuring feeling of dirt and grass against my shoes. As much as I'd like to play in this strangely familiar world, I know I need to move on. With that, I begin walking, not towards the pillars of smoke in the far distance, but towards a closer destination. I feel like Alice venturing deeper into Wonderland. Yasuo will find me in good time. So I'll let my sense of wonder guide me along the yellow brick road for now. I slowly pass from one grave to another, paying my respects to each. Yasuo considered this place important enough to recreate. Those laid to rest here no less worthy of existing than the city itself, and that speaks well to her character. The entire world is a near perfect recreation. The same place, but in Yasuo's time. The landscape looked familiar. The first sign of civilization has confirmed it. Such a strange moment for somber reflection in this is, when combined with the awe it inspires towards its creator. Where another mage might conjure a simple martial weapon for self-defense, Yasuo has raised a city and its surroundings from nothing. I suppose one would need a hobby after a century of solitary confinement. Why she hasn't gone mad eludes me. That solitude ended with the arrival of Honoka. So too has it ended with my own. Hearing the approaching clatter of wooden sandals on stone, I turn towards the entrance. Oh,
Oh, oh, how the tables have tables.
so I don't recall. Maybe Yasue and um librarian uh like just they meet and then just say we're never going to talk about this again, or something happens and she gets expelled or whatever. But like this is messing up all the timeline because I don't remember Yasue talking about this conversation at all.
Mm-hmm.
As she catches sight of me, the woman slows. We simply stand for minutes on end, judging each other in these surreal circumstances. Her eyes betray the long lost joy at the company of another, tempered by the ache of a lonely heart. Her clothing is cheerful and hairstyle relaxed for the era, at odds with the pain so clearly written to her nervous face. Ah, I see. Her hair has become depigmented by the absurd levels of magic she's expended. Another rare sight.
Is that why?
I mean, I was just gonna go with anime hair color be that way. But if you really want to say that she's used up so much magic, she just has gray hair, fine.
Sure. Okay.
Why can't attractive women just have gray hair?
I mean, it would make sense why she looks so young, and she still has gray hair, but that kind of throws like, another wrench into it because it's just like, why?
Yeah, like this is just an
Why is this happening?
yeah, it's like an extra line that's not necessary and just like makes it more, if you
Yeah.
just ignore me. It's fine. Yasue tries to speak, but the words fail to come. I offer an unassuming smile in response before strolling past her. To say I don't have anxiety about being in the domain of such a powerful mage would be a lie. I do my best to mask it with casual indifference.
どこへ行くのかしら
Where are you going?
私たちみたいな人間は墓地にふさわしくない。魔術で死者を冒涜することになる。
People like us don't belong in graveyards. We mock the dead with our magic. Not hearing any footsteps from behind, I pause and turn back towards her.
ねえ、ついてこないの
Well, aren't you coming? And she's just like, oh, you actually know what you're talking about. Yeah, I guess I could like treat you with respect.
I guess.
It's a long way into the town. The day wearing on to sunset as we walk. Yet not a word is exchanged between the two of us on the hike. Instead, Yasue silently stares while keeping her distance behind me, gauging me all the while. You know, I just had a thought. So, Honoka, like we've established that when you get isekai'd, your soul goes, but your body is left there, right?
Yes.
So it's fine for Honoka because she's inside a nice warm house in Hokkaido winter.
Oh, where's Shino?
Shino is outside.
Shino, no.
So like she's gonna come back to a frostbitten like dead body.
Okay, so it's a bit of a toss-up, right?
Yeah.
Because yes, Shino is probably gonna come back and be frostbitten, but she has magic, so she may be able to protect herself.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, Honoka's cutting herself open every time she wants to go.
That's fair. That's like, I guess it's like, do you want to be frostbitten or be cutting yourself? Like both. I think the cutting yourself is a lot worse.
And just on the whole, like, yeah, I think for me personally, I'd be a lot less comfortable with like, because like it's a risk to be frostbitten, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what her magic level is. She might have enough magic that this is not a problem for her.
Yeah.
Honoka does not have that level of magic. This is definitely a problem for her.
Ugh. As we enter Sapporo itself, the first townspeople going about their day become visible. It's quite a sight, given the splendid mixture of Japanese and foreign fashions. The era could only be the early 20th century. Styles are unmistakable. I thought she was alone in this world, but perhaps not. That's where you're wrong. Struck by curiosity, I noticed a street vendor selling simple wooden toys from a stall at the side of the road.
Nope, she's definitely on her own.
Seeing the chance to investigate, I stop in front and lean in, intently examining every detail of the shabby man. Scant few moments is all I need to realize what I'm seeing, righting myself afterwards with some disappointment. There's nothing behind those eyes at all. They're a form without a soul.
ただの人形か
Just another doll.
The fact that she figured that out so quickly is concerning for me.
Yeah. Realizing there's little point in bothering to interact with this Potemkin village, I pick up a wooden toy from one of the stall's trays, a ball attached to a handle by a string, and begin idly fiddling with it. Sometimes I get the ball into the cup, more often than not. Yasuo is an odd person. Her experiences have left her more anxious of me than I am of her. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I feel more emboldened around her now, given how little she lords her power over me.
大抵の魔術師は剣や槍を出すのが精一杯なのによくもこんな細部まで鮮やかな街を作り上げたもんだね感心するよ
Most mages can conjure little more than a sword or spear. You've made an entire city in vivid detail. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Soon growing bored of the children's toy, I place it back in the stall and turn back towards her.
でも
Wait,
そんなことが
wait.
できる魔術師が封印されてから1世紀経ったとはいえ現代に至るまで知られていないのは
Yeah, everything is falling. I'm fine. I just realized something crazy.
What's up?
Does this mean that it wasn't just that she made the town, right? It wasn't just that she made the people. She made the whole town.
Yeah, no, everything, like, if anything, she is originally just, like, living in just a padded room, but she's, like, conjured up an entire village in that padded room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot of magic.
Yeah, just a little bit. She's got buku amounts of magic.
Clearly, jeez.
What I don't get is how such an amazing mage isn't better known in the modern world, no matter how long ago you were sealed away. Because she was sealed away probably when she was a child.
It also, I can see her sister possibly like trying, like wiping people's memory of her or what have you.
Yeah, wiping memory or be like, yeah, we're gonna, because I mean the detective agency is going around getting rid of all sources of magic from the public eye anyway. So I'm pretty sure his sister is also like helping, being like, yeah, I'm gonna pay a little bit extra to get rid of every record of Yasue.
Yeah.
私は
My name is
安江さんでしょ。それくらいは知ってる。
Lady Yasue. I do know that much.
では、あなたは
And you are
ただの通りすがり。そよ風みたいなものだと思って。
someone unimportant. Think of me as the breeze in the trees.
でも、あなたは超のつく重要人物だ。
You, however, are very important.
なんと言っても、純真な乙女の心を奪ったんだから。
After all, you're the one who stole the heart of an innocent maiden.
Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I've never seen that face on her before.
Yeah, no, that's a, what did you say?
That's a what the fuck did you say to me? You want to die? You want to die today? Because that's how you die.
The peaceful,
Or are
and
you going
slightly anxious look to her eyes disappears in a flash, replaced by a fierce resentment. Yeah, I can just imagine her just like popping out with a knife right now.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to die.
I reflexively back off at the sight, chest tightening with a sudden fear of the woman. Yeah, I don't think we
This is a bad
should,
decision.
we should not make the powerful mage, while we're in her domain,
Angry.
upset. Yeah, we should,
Yeah.
we should watch our mouth.
心配しないで。あの子に危害を加える気はないから。ほのかちゃんは素敵な子だよ。
Don't worry, I don't mean her any harm. Miss Asakawa is a perfectly lovely woman. The fire slowly leaves her as Yasue realizes the honesty of my words. Taking the opportunity as she lets down her guard, I decide to push the matter.
それが、私がここに来てあなたと話したかった理由。
Which is why I'm here, and why I wanted to talk to you.
私は、ほのかちゃんに害が及んでほしくないと思ってるけど、安江さんも同じ気持ちなのかな。
Girl.
Oh, girl. Shut up.
After all, I might not wish harm on Honoka. But can I say the same about you? She simmers, but silence is the only reply. I hardly expected an answer. I have no right to demand one from her, and even asking is untoward of me.
あなたは全てを知っているのね。
You know everything already, don't you?
ほぼ全てかな。
Close to it, I'd wager.
では、本当の魔術を使えるなら、あなたなら。
Then, if you can use true magic, you can... My evasive look away doesn't go missed.
助けてあげたいのは山々だけど、わからないことがたくさん残ってる。今はまだここを突き止めるのがやっとだから。
As much as I'd like to help, I'm a few steps behind on that. I'm working on it, but I've only barely found this place even exists.
Oh, so she was aiming for this place. I think. Was she aiming for this place?
Yeah. There's a slightly surreal quality to all of this. Discussing Honoka while strolling through a city, while surrounded by people going about their day. Continue looking this way and that in amusement, thoroughly distracted by this fanciful performance that she's put on.
すごい才能だね。同じ魔術師として言わせてもらうけど、素直に感心してる。
Your magical talent's impressive. As one mage to another, I'm impressed.
ありがとう。もともと歌舞伎の演出で何度も使っていたの。あなたの時代のものとは少し趣が違うようだけれど。
Thank you. I've used it for many kabuki plays, even if theater isn't quite what it used to be in your time. In your time? How little she actually understands of anything that's happening around her. A mage using their powers for kabuki performances, though. My brow furrowed as I tried to recall hearing anything like that, but I'm sure I've never heard of that in all my years. How odd.
あなたは現実世界のほのかを知っているんでしょう。あの子は大丈夫なの？大変な思いをしているようだから、どうにか元気づけたいけれど、素直に話してくれないの。
You know Honoka in the real world, don't you? Is she alright? Much as I try, she won't be honest about the toll this is all taking on her. With that, we abruptly stop in our tracks. She was going to come up eventually. It's for the better that it was from Yasue.
厄介な質問をするのが得意なんだね。
You're good at asking awkward questions.
わざわざ
You,
聞くってことは見当がついてるんでしょ？
I suspect you know the answer already, given you're asking that at all.
so, as someone who understands Japanese enough to understand what she means by that, she's just like, you already know. Mind your business.
Yeah, it's like the very subtle way of just like, keep your mouth shut, we're not going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Like we you know, of course you're gonna ask about it, but we could just like move on, you know. Girls are gonna die.
Everyone in my time talked of how great a mage I was, and Honoka praises me all the time. Yet I'm powerless to do anything, for myself or for her. Do what you can for Honoka, please. I give a smile to reassure her of my intentions, but it's a weak one. My opinion of Yasue herself may have improved, but it's only made her all the clearer how both are victims of the circumstances.
できる限りのことはする。それくらいは約束するよ。
I'll do what I can. I can at least promise that much.
じゃあ、そろそろ行かなきゃ。私が歴史学者ならここに残りたいところだけどね。あなたの作ったこの世界、本当にすごいよ。
And with that, I'd better be going. Were I a historian, I'm sure I'd stick around. It really is a wondrous world you've conjured.
でもね、私はあなたに会いたかっただけだよ。安江さんをこの目で見ておきたかった。
As for me, though, I honestly just wanted to meet you, to see Lady Yasue for myself.
では、あなたの判断は？
And your judgment is?
私が何か言っても何も変わらないことはもう分かってる。それに、愛し合う二人の中に口を挟む権利なんて。
I can already tell my answer won't change anything. Besides, who am I to interfere with the love of two women? Yeah,
You know what? An ally.
Good.
An ally.
She's like, hey, so like, you guys are vibing, y'all are cool. I can't protect Honoka from hurting herself. I can try to talk to her, but like, you know, at least y'all love each other and it's like, mutual.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't hope to tell the purity of her feelings for Honoka from such a brief meeting, but my worst concerns are gone. Unfortunately, it only makes her separation all the more tragic. Yasue's desire to keep me here, if just for company if nothing else, is written plainly to her face, yet we both know she can't prevent me from leaving. It's not like I can help her
Wait.
escape this place, but...
Hold on. How is she gonna leave?
Yeah, like, Honoka just... How does Honoka leave? Honoka just, like, it's never explained how Honoka leaves. She just, like, drifts off.
I think she just messes up. I think she just kind of knocks out.
I think she can at least, like, since Kino has more control over her magic, she might just be able to just be like, alright, I'm gonna dip out of here.
Mm-mm.
I better not dwell
Probably.
either. It'd be awkward if someone were to find my lifeless body in the real world, especially for Honoka herself. As I let go of the grip my magic has on me, an unfamiliar feeling of soul transference twists and distorts my senses. An unsettling feeling, one I can never quite get used to, and one I feel sorry for Honoka being forced to experience so often. As my sense of self withers and wanes, one last thought comes to an end as I leave this world. If I found what I came here for. I'll let you go.
Yep. The library is quiet once more. The shuffling of another book sliding between its neighbors on the shelf, only heard by myself and one other. The image of Yasue plays on my mind, all the more so now that I've Honoka sitting right behind me. As far as I feel for Yasue, there's nothing I can do. I'd rather doubt there's anything Honoka could do either. From holding out the girl's promise of escape for Yasue to Honoka's only escape from the grief of this world being in her arms, Yasue's attachment to her only hurts them both. Honoka's too tied up in her own mind to see outside the world while she's built around her. Yasue, though, I thought she'd known better. I'm broken from my thoughts by barely overheard mumbling from the table behind me.
夏も冬ももはや私を傷つけることはない。暑さも寒さも感じられないからだ。兄弟よ、希望は等しく虚しい。
Already there is no harm in summer or winter, for neither heat nor frost is ever felt. Therefore, all other heart, brother, is vain. She surely hadn't intended for me to hear that. But it's as good as excuse as any to try to strike up a conversation. The window feels like it's narrowing for anything but drastic action.
その本好きなの？
You like that book? She looks a little shy, but
イザベ
reluctantly
ラ・ディ・モーラの
replies.
詩集。注釈が書かれていて、時々読んでるの。
It's a collection of Isabella de Mora's poetry, with some notes and things. I read them every so often.
そうなんだ。
Oh,
イザベラを知っているの？
you know her?
全然。
Not at all.
にしてもよく読めるね。それイタリア語で書いてあるんでしょ？
I'm impressed you can read them, though. They're in Italian, I'm guessing?
時々思うんだよね。読書家のほのかちゃんの方がこの仕事に向いてるんじゃないかって。
She looks like she's gonna pass out any minute. We breathe on her. She's done for the count.
Oh.
It's funny. Sometimes I feel like you should be the one doing this. You actually like reading after all.
本が好きじゃないの？
You don't like books?
最近じゃネットの記事以外ほとんど読んでないな。それにイタリア語なんてさっぱりわかんないし、私なんかよりほのかちゃんの方がとっくに上を行ってるよ。
I barely read anything outside of articles on the internet these days. Don't know a lick of Italian either. So you're doing better than me already.
なんだか自慢してるみたい。
You sound almost proud of that.
その逆だよ。むしろ恥ずかしく思ってる。この大学の学生ってみんな私よりずっと優秀なんだもん。私なんて学ぶ時間がないわけじゃないのに、怠け癖のせいで何にもしてないだけ。
Just the opposite. I'm a bit ashamed, really. All the students here are all way more talented than I am. And there's nothing stopping me from learning other than laziness.
人生で学べる時間なんて限られてるのに。
You only have so much time in your life to learn new things. I suppose.
ああ、時間がないわけじゃないよ。それは確かなんだけどね。
Oh, it's not for lack of time. That's for sure.
私はどっちかっていうと、広く浅く勉強したいタイプみたい。って言えば通じるかな。
I suppose I like to learn a little about a lot, rather than a lot about a little, if that makes sense. Honeka's response is to look past me and out the snow-covered window. Once again, I find myself unable to keep a grasp on Honoka before she slips away into introspection once more. As I think about putting away the now empty box for returned books, Honoka mumbles something as much to herself as to me.
どうしていつもそんなに明るくいられるの？
How are you so cheerful all the time? In all the time we've been together, the moment I look back to her is the moment I realize is the first she spoke from her heart. The heart. In the first moment, I realized that I can't help her any further.
ふりをするのが得意なだけ。
I'm good at faking it.
本気でそう思ってくれてるなら言っとくけど、私だって自分が何してるかなんて分かってない。ただ、配られた手札でどうにかしてるだけ。フラッシュのこともあれば、降りることもある。
If you mean the way I think you do, it's not like I know what I'm doing in life. I just go with the hand I'm dealt. Sometimes it's a flush, others it's a float. A horrible silence echoes about the room, louder than any batch of students who'd passed through. She thinks over my words in earnest, rolling them over in her mind behind a lowered gaze. Yet, there's nothing there. No reaction, no spark of hope, just a pit, a horrible, lonely hollow, which some cheerful platitudes could never fill. I've failed her. Monica takes to her feet, sliding the book into her lap, her bag, and slinging her coat over her shoulders. I desperately want to say something, anything, to pull her out of the mindset she's in, but find no words to use.
変なことを聞いてごめんなさい。深い意味はないの。今日中に済ませたい用事があるから帰るね。
Sorry for bringing that up. I didn't really mean anything by it. I have to run some errands today, so I'd better be off.
気にしてないよ。じゃあね、ほのかちゃん。
No problem. See you around, Monica.
うん、また。
Yeah. See you. I follow silent as she shuffles out of the room, eyes studiously avoiding mine. As I hear the door open, I pluck the phone from my pocket. The fear of what might happen from doing this is now outweighed by my fear for Honoka herself. Bringing the phone to my ear, after finding Tatiana in my contacts, I cast a quick glance at the door. Honoka's helpfully closed it behind her. This wing of the campus now empty. Shino, this is her. What's up? Tatiana's curious voice sets my heart racing. I don't know how long we have. Perhaps it's already too late.
今すぐ行動に移そう。米原さんがどう言おうと構ってられない。
We need to move now. I don't care what Lady Yonahara says.
どうした？何かあったのか？
What are you talking about? What's going on?
ほのかちゃんが
Honokas.
とんでもないことをしでかしそうで怖いの。私たちの手で止めなきゃ。
I'm afraid she's going to do something stupid. We have to do something. I take a deep breath and try to settle myself. Tatiana clearly hearing the worry in my voice. Moments pass as she weighs things in her mind. She has no reason not to trust me, given how reluctant I was to do anything to her in the first place.
私に任せる。米原様に話をつけて、薫に車を準備させよう。迎えに行くから準備しておいてくれ。
Leave it to me. I'll get things moving with Yonohara and have Kaoru bring over the car around. Bring it ready for us when we drop by.
わかった。待ってる。
Understood. I'll see you soon. Kaoru's driving was as fast as it was terrifying given the conditions. But even so, the day's light is already waning as we file out of the car. Tatiana looks as ready as any of us to make a move, given the temperature out here. The streets are empty as we gather behind the car, clouds forming with each of our breaths.
さて薫、とうとうお前の出番だ。トランクを開けてパーティーに持ち込んだものを見せてもらおう。
Well, Kaoru, you finally got what you wanted. Let's open this thing and see what you brought to the party. With that, Kaoru reaches down and pulls up the trunk with an eager grin. She mentioned on the way here that she'd brought something useful along.
じゃーん、見てよ。本物のマシンナガン M1891 モデル。すごいだろう、この木製のストック、オリジナルのままだよ。
It's a gun! I guess you can't bring a knife to a gunfight.
I'm lost of what we're gonna be using a gun for. Like, am I missing something? Do we just shoot the book?
I think we're gonna shoot the door down or shoot something. I don't know what the plan is. Maybe we're gonna shoot Honoka. I'm dying. Look at her. A genuine model in 1891. Isn't she beautiful? That Woodstock's all original. Tatiana and I look at each other with concern.
Valid.
Reveal.
ただの骨董品みたいだけど。
It looks like an antique.
言っとくけど、この骨董品が第二次世界大戦中にロシアからドイツ軍を追っ払ったんだからな。ドイツ軍を追っ払えるくらいなら、私の役にも立つって。
If I ever trust anything in this world, it's the power of gun.
Yeah.
Hey, that antique drove the Germans out of Russia in World War II. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.
それに、闇市場で襟好みできるわけねえだろ。
Besides, you can't exactly browse the aisles on the black market. You get what I mean?
いいか、私たちがここに来たのは本を回収してほのかを確保するためだ。銃を振り回されるのは気が進まないし、米原様に死体を届けるつもりはない。
Okay, so the plan is ideally we don't kill Honoka. We can do anything else, but we don't want to kill Honoka.
Yeah, please don't.
Got it. Just remember that we're here to grab the book and capture Honoka. I can't say I'm excited about waving around the gun, and I'd rather not go back to Yonohara with a coat on my hands.
わかってる。自重するよ。でも、こじれ出したら引き金を引く。 これまでもそうしてきただろう。
Save it. If this thing looks like it's going sideways, I'm pulling the trigger. That's how every other job's worked, remember? Tatiana holds her tongue for some time, clearly trying to work out a way to dissuade Kaoru, before eventually sighing in defeat.
ちゃんと頭を使えよ。
Just use your head, alright?
冷静にってことだろう。任せなって。
Cool as a cucumber. You got it. Giving no time for further protest, Kaoru grabs the rifle by the receiver and makes off for the vantage point. The gun weapon sling swaying this way and that. I'll give her one thing. She's an athletic sort. The woman skipping over fences with ease. She really said parkour.
シノ、段取りは分かっているの。
Are you clear on this from your side?
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not exactly the lead batter here. Keep the car warm until you and Kaoru will get back. I can manage that much.
確認しただけだ。それに心配しているのはお前のことじゃない。
Just checking. Besides, it's not you I'm worried about. I'm lucky her mind's stuck on Kaoru. Well, if this goes according to plan, I should get back to the car in time anyway.
この子を捕らえに行く。5分後に会おう。ヒーターをつけたままにしておいてくれ。
I'm going in to grab her. See you in 5. And keep the heater on.
I don't want to come back to a cold car.
Listen, we don't want to come back to a cold body with a cold car with a cold body. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
With that, she pulled the trunk closed. The opening after her own beginning.
Oh, Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
I thought there was
What's
something on my
happening?
screen.
What just happened?
What was that about?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, hi, Raiders. You came in right at the end of Act 2. Welcome in, welcome in. I would play the raid video, but we are doing a collab, so I won't subject you guys
Play
to
the-
the
Play the raid video.
All
Play
right.
the raid video.
All right, Rez and Raiders, you're going to enjoy. This is what my streams are like, so enjoy. We had so many summons. Where's he at? Woo! I saw Roadhog. Oh! Hi. God damn it. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. No, no, no. I literally just need to activate the control does not move. Woo! Oh. Oh.
Eat shit, cat girl. Fuck
Nah,
you.
eat shit.
No! There ain't no feet. There ain't no feet here. I ain't got no feet. That feels like a fuck.
Why did it say ass? Excuse me? Yo! Woo! Holy moly! And we are back. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Rez. Thank you, Sin. Let me give you a quick shout out. Shout out the Res Dog. What are you doing? It was an old video, by the way. Like, I have not. I need to edit a new video with all of my new clips. MechWarrior 5? Ooh, did you guys have fun? Hope you had fun. But if you need to head on out, feel free to do so. Otherwise, grab a snack, take a seat, get comfy. Glad to have y'all here. As I said in the pin chat, it is due to the nature of the collab, it being a reading collab, it is kind of hard to like focus on the reading and focus on chat as much. So enjoy the Doomed Yuri visual novel. We are now in Act 3 of 4, I believe.
We're at Act. I think it's like 5 acts.
Is it 5 acts? Oh lord.
It's like 4 or 5. I don't know how many acts there are.
Yeah.
There were so many.
Yeah, there has to be 5 acts, or it could be 4, because it says complete Act 4 and then complete the epilogue.
Oh, okay, I'm not sure.
So,
Act 5 could be the epilogue.
Yeah, that's fair. What's Melty? You know what's funny?
What's up?
51% of people have gotten the achievement for completing Act 2.
That seems accurate.
In other words, half of the people who bought this game just said, I don't feel like it.
So, to be fair, right? I don't even know where we are anymore. So, take that as you will.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll go.
Are we in Act 2? Are we in Act 3? Who knows? Not the game. Well,
Actually,
it won't tell us.
No, you got another 13 minutes. You keep on reading.
Okay. I should have awakened in a pool of blood in a cold room. Instead, warm glass gently brushes against my face.
Okay, so this is after we've KYS ourselves.
Yes. Although technically we did not die, we just ended up teleported.
Yeah, so we got Isekai for real.
Yeah. For a moment, I simply lay where I am and savor the warm feeling from the firm wood below my feet. From firm wood below my feet, I wake to soil and flowers pressing to my cheek. The smell strikes a chord of nostalgia, reminding me of my childhood and crouching in the gardens with my oh no. Suddenly restless, I take to my feet and begin the routine of rewrapping my bandages and fixing up my glasses to distract myself. I'd rather not Yasue find me. I'd rather Yasue not find me with an arm like this, in any case. As I complete my fussing, a sigh escapes, one of odd relief. This might not be the end, not yet, but it's finally in sight.
I'm not dead yet, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
She's working it out. The smoke of industry rises from the direction of Sapporo, or Yasuo's imagining of it. I step forwards and then pause. No, I'll head there in a few moments. I have something I need to do first. Feeling my heart, I turn around and walk away from the city in the distance. I knew as much. The cemetery as on Sapporo's outskirts and has existed for easily 100 years. This area might be smaller, and the gate less ornate than it is in modern day, but the dead lie buried all the same. It's incredible how Yasue recreated such a vast area. The plot before me, the plot I stare at before me is empty. Little more than a nondescript patch of grass. It'll be filled in 100 years' time. Even without the gravestone, it feels no less significant. I don't believe in the afterlife, nor any sort of spiritual ideas. Not for lack of trying either. Yet the grief I feel as I stare at this meaningless plot of land is no less real and cuts no less deeply. I can't stay in this world forever. I'll at least stay as long as I can, together with one person who loves me.
おかしいよね。誰かの作品をあんなに読んできたのに、いざ自分の言葉で語ろうとしたら、何も思いつかないなんて。
It's funny, isn't it? I always loved reading the words of others. But when it came time to find my own words, nothing came out.
母さん、父さん、ごめんね。私は強くなれなかったよ。
Aw, poor girl. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I wasn't strong enough.
もうすぐ、そっちに行くからね。
I'll be with you again soon.
Okay, girl.
I mean, honestly, like, at least she knows, right? She's ready.
Yeah.
She's just like, you know what? This ain't worth it. I'm out. Bye. With that, I admit the sin of my words, not only to them, but to myself. In a few hours, I'll be gone. My body in the real world left bleeding out in that silent house. How strange. Now that I've finally let go, I feel a sense of serenity I've never felt before. Knowing that the weight of living, of enduring this tiredness, finally be shrugged off is peaceful. I can finally let go. Yeah, they don't intend to let you do that, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Or so I thought. All thoughts stopped as I looked back up, my blood running cold at the sight before me. This should be impossible, and yet. A lone woman stands solemnly before a pillar of stone, her vermilion kimono making for a strikingly beautiful sight. Her figure is unmistakable. But that woman shouldn't be here. She can't be here. Gracefully, slowly, gracefully, she turns about. Every fear is realized as I see her face. How is Yonehara before me? This isn't meant to be possible. This world is meant to be for Yasue and I alone. Be that as it may, a woman begins walking towards me. The clatter of Zodi on concrete may be missing, but her grace remains. All I can manage is to remain rooted in the place that she approaches. My mind trying to piece together an impossible puzzle. Her small, deliberate steps slowly cross the distance between us before coming to a stop. Her ominous demeanor couldn't be more different than when we first met. As this woman looms over me, I can't tear my gaze away as I look at her face. As I find myself staring into those black, distant eyes. In her head as a mage was power I could only guess at. She lords over me without a word, looking at me like I was as a human glancing down towards an insignificant ant. Nothing I can do, nothing I can say could possibly affect her. Rather than from the supreme being, comes a voice with no anger, no forcefulness. Rather, her silky, dulcet tone is laced with a malevolent edge. An edge that feels somehow not directed at me.
Oh no.
Ah, shit. We fucked up. You know who my sister is. Lead me to her.
I ain't doing shit.
I mean, honestly, my thing is that if we don't, we will die. So, like, you know.
Sorry.
Yes.
It just reminds me of the sound clip from Don to Don. I ain't doing shit, you poo-poo head. Who are those bitches?
That's incredible. Our long walk from the cemetery back to the city. It's a silent, and perhaps one of the most surreal yet I've yet taken. It's only as we enter the city that I feel I can breathe, given the tension. Yuna had a following back behind me in total silence. The townspeople go about us, around us about their day, mindlessly repeating their routines. They have no comprehension about how wrong the situation is, or who my companion might be. I can only imagine what my companion thinks of the sight. How did she even get here? What are her intentions for meeting her sister after so long? Surely she could have found Yasuo without me. So why did she have me lead her?
I want you to do it yourself.
Honestly, again, I feel like she could have just given a super death if we had said that. So I am kind of glad that we just kind of went along with her, because, you know, super death would have been bad. My mind buzzes with questions, but I can't bring myself to look behind them. The hair stands on my neck, even thinking of her. So dark is the aura coming from this woman. Turning the corner, but around the building onto the main road, I can just see thankfully the familiar face of Yasuo in the distance. A reflexive smile when she catches me inside of me is broad and genuine, worn without so much as a second thought. I have news too.
Oh no!
We done goofed. Upon noticing Michael's expression, however, her face collapses into concern. Then her eyes shift over my shoulder.
Well, there's the crazy eyes again.
Yeah, there we go, you know. Unable to hold back the sight of her, I sprint to Yasuo's side, and without so much as a glance backwards, I quickly shift behind her, taking some small comfort in having her by me.
ごめんなさい、連れてきてしまって。いきなり現れて、私。
She disappeared in. I trail off as I realize Yasuo is not listening. Rather, she stares in grim disbelief as Yonehara slowly comes to a stop. She doesn't move nor blink. She hardly even breathes as she lays eyes on the one who sealed her away. I can only imagine what's running through Yasuo's mind after so many years, after so cruel an act. That's not how I would introduce myself to the lady that I in prison, but okay, you do use us.
Okay.
It's been a long time, dear sister.
100年よ。100年もの間、あなたが生きていただなんて。
100 years. 100 years, Gatsu. To think you were still alive. My bad on the line. Let me read it over quick. 100 years. 100 years. Gatsu. To think you were still alive. I expected Yasuo to show some sense of fear, or perhaps shock. Instead, her voice takes on an eerie and unfamiliar tone, a dark and ominous shape, and just visible below the surface.
元気そうね。濡れ場色だった巻き毛はともかく。
You look well. Surprisingly so. Your raven locks aside.
あなたを妹だと思っていたのよ。
I had pretty hair and now it's gone because of you.
私は本当の妹だと思っていたわ。
You were my sister. It didn't matter about our different fathers. It was all the same to me.
なのにどうしてこんなことを。たくさんのものを失って信じていた者たちへの復讐だというの。
What did you do? Just to get back at me for being trusting after we both lost so much.
あの冬の日を忘れたことはない。
Oh.
あなたもでしょ。あの
Oh, I don't like
she
the
has
dark
deep
eyes.
trauma.
だけじゃない。私が人間を見限った日だからよ。
Oh, that's never a good sign.
Yeah.
That winter's day is still seared onto my mind, as I'm sure it is on yours. Not for the heat, nor for the lives turned to acid, but for being the day I gave up on man.
村の人たちが火災の罪を私に押し付けた途端、最初は反対していた人たちも結局奴らに加担した。
So they said she made the fire?
Yeah?
That's weird. Wasn't she like a child?
Yeah, she was a child, so like, she was probably just like, you know, learning how to do magic stuff, and oops, I accidentally killed everyone.
Like,
I'm still gonna blame you for that shit, which is like, that's not fair. You were a child.
Here's my thing. What if she wasn't? What if it wasn't actually her who did it, and they decided to blame her because of her power?
You know, I wouldn't put it past them.
That would make me mad too. So I kind of get where she's coming from. And her sister didn't defend her.
Mass murder?
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Oh, the tables have tabled. The moment the collective chose my guilt for the fire, those individuals who disagreed in private joined them. Even you. I don't know if it's my interpretation or a genuine slip of Lady Yunahara's composure, but a note of melancholy hangs in the air with those two forlorn words. Yeah, her sister betrayed her. That's pretty rough.
あなたの魔術を見たわ。たとえ偶然であったとしても、あなたが原因だと思われるのは当然だと思うわ。
Yasuo, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Yasuo, shut the fuck up.
Nah, keep talking.
Nah, Yasuo, you're not helping your case here. Why would your defense be like, oh, you can't blame people for assuming that you killed people? Like, yeah, you definitely can. I can definitely see why she would blame people for assuming that she killed people. I have seen your magic. Surely you can understand why anyone would think you were the cause, at least accidentally. No, I can't. I can see many reasons that she wouldn't.
少なくとも自分を納得させられるでしょうから。
Continue, please. Perhaps you'll at least convince yourself.
It's like, keep talking. We'll figure it out.
I'm just saying, it would not be I who would say such a thing. If someone was just like that's crazy. No, that's not good words to say.
人一人なら単なる気まぐれもあり得るでしょうね。でも人間の本質は同種と群れることよ。より大きな全体の一部となった途端、人は全体に判断を委ねようとする。
One man may be an interesting diversion, yet by nature he seeks to be with others of his kind. The moment he becomes part of a greater whole, he abdicates his judgment to the collective.
自分が何を言っているか分かっているの。こんなことをして自分がまだ人間だとでも思っているの。
You are not helping your case, Yasuo.
I know.
Listen to yourself. Do you even consider yourself human? Not the thing I would tell my sister who was incorrectly accused of murder, but it's this. Why would I wish to? You're a rather disappointing one. I'm struck by Yasuo's tone, being unlike anything I've heard before. Neither give thought to it, to my presence, meaningless as it is.
今さら驚くことじゃないでしょ。どうせ私のことなんてこれっぽっちも分かっていなかったんだもの。あなたは魔術師として育てられたわけじゃない。つまらない庶民の無意味な考えをありがたがるのも当然ね。
I shouldn't be surprised. You never did understand me. You were spared a mage's upbringing. It's no wonder you spare so much weight on the unquenchable thoughts of petty.
村は火災の後も私を追い出そうとはしなかった。でも内気で孤独で、そして魔術師である者への不信の種はまかれてしまった。やがて私は不公平というほかない結論は すでに決まっていたことだと理解したわ。
The village didn't reject me after the fire, nor did you. The seeds of mistrust toward the introvert, the loner, the mage had already been planted. In time, I understood that the conclusion, the injustice, had already been predetermined.
Oh no, sorry, girly.
社会だなんて
Yeah, my
忌ま
apologies.
わしい概念よ。個人の考えを全体の考えに置き換えるんだもの。それを何よりもはっきりと示してくれたのが姉さん、あなただったわ。
Society is a repugnant concept. It replaces the mind of an individual. You simply offer the clearest example, sister. What a cruelly indifferent calculus she applies to others. I mean, can you blame her, really, you know?
Yeah.
You're a monster to do this to your own kin. Was this just all a catharsis for you? A way to lash out?
自分の悲しみすら否定される辛さをあなたはまるで理解していなかった。そして人々がそこにつけ込もうとすることも。
Yeah, you're not learning the lesson here, young, so I'm gonna be honest with you. You never understood what it was like to be denied your own life, to see people use it against you. Time has clearly done little to teach that.
あなたがまだ生きていると知って思ったの。他人を幸せにすることで自分の価値を測ってきたものが他者と関わらない私の人生を与えられたらどう変わるのかしらとね。
When I learned you still lived, I wondered how you, who had built your own worth on the smiles of others, would change when given my life. A life without the company of others. And then she made her own company, so apparently she didn't learn shit.
Well, yeah.
When I learned you still lived, when I had thought she was dead, then when would she have... Oh, we done goofed.
実は最近友達ができたの。人付き合いが苦手な私にもニコニコと話しかけてくれてね。いろんな出来事や好きな歌舞伎の演目なんかを聞かせてくれる。
I made a friend recently. Despite all my awkwardness around others, she still talks so calmly with me about her day, her favorite kabuki performances, and all sorts of things.
年上だけど優しくて。名前は安江っていうの。
Actually, our fault that she found out.
Yeah, not our fault, but still, like, damn.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we done goofed. We done goofed. She's older than me, but she's kind. Her name is Yasue. When I tried talking to my parents' grave, Lady Yunahara was there. I'm the one who led her here. This is all my fault.
もっと楽に生きればよかったものを。まさかあなたが他人の心に入り込み、絶望のあまりその子をたらし込むなんてね。
If only I'd considered you less optimistic. I'd hardly thought you'd crawl into the mind of another, defiling her in your desperation.
Okay, she's not doing that
She ain't doing all that, so it's never been that deep. I guess to someone like her, this would be that. I don't know. This doesn't feel like that deep, but okay. That's not true. The venomous look she shoots me pulls the words out of my mouth. I don't have any control over this. That much was certain from the moment that woman forced her way into this world. I had my part in this play, and that part was to stay silent. If Yona had did find her way into this place, though, surely she could have done so when I wasn't here. Did she want me to see this? I don't understand why she'd so dearly want to explain herself.
あなたを妹として愛していただなんて今思えば信じられないわね。
To think I loved you as my sister.
皆があなたを憎むのも当然よ。すぐに私を殺せばよかったものをこんな回りくどいことを。
They were right to hate you. Killing me outright would be one thing, but to do this? Okay. Yasue. Let's sit here for a second and think about the words you're saying to a witch who was probably more powerful than you.
If not the same power, either way, it's still like you need to tone it down. I get it. Tensions are high, but we need to relax.
Like breathe, girl. It's okay. Yona Hada looks confused for a brief moment. An ill-fitting look for her. She soon collects herself. Her disposition changes. And from her new emotionless luxury comes a dry and mocking tone.
有り余る時間で多少は賢くなれたかと思っていたけれど、とんだ誤算だったように。
How I thought you might use this time to sharpen your intellect. How tragically mistaken I was.
あなたの才能は存在しないものを作ること。その才能を見事に生かしてきたでしょう。私の力は存在するものを消し去ること。
Oh, he has the power to make things that do exist. That doesn't feel like unmaking, but oh yeah.
Okay. Apples to oranges at this point, girl, but okay.
We're walking it off. We're gonna figure this out. My talent lies in creating. Your talent lies in creating that which does not exist. A talent you put to use quite vividly. My power is in unmaking that which does exist.
簡単に言えば、あなたの存在を消し去って現実を変えたのよ。現実の世界に野生という名前の女は存在しない。
What the thick?
それで解決
That's crazy.
So we were right that she was just like, yeah, get rid of all of the information. Don't worry, I already did that. I just rewrote freaking reality.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Put simply, I change reality to unmake your existence. As far as the real universe is concerned, the woman known as Yasue never lived. With that, I thought the matter resolved.
知らない間に矛盾を生み出していた。あなたの魂が変わらなかったからよ。 この世界であろうと存在しないものに居場所があるわけがないもん。
To me, this created a paradigm. You, your soul, weren't changed. How could something which doesn't exist have a place in the world?
この矛盾はあなたの存在が現実世界から消し去られ、一種の煉獄にとらわれることで解消したようね。
If this would seem paradox. This paradox is resolved by your existence being removed from the real world and ending up in a form of purgatory.
あなたが無意味なものだらけで埋めたこの虚無の世界よ。
A world you filled with this nonsense.
確かに私はあの世界からいなくなったかもしれない。でも私を愛してくれて覚えてくれている方々はまだ。
Be gone, but the memories of those I loved, those who remembered me, will still. No, she deleted everything. No, it was gone.
恋人、家族のあなたにまつわる記憶は空白だけ。あなたの人生は皆の記憶の中で熱い霧に包まれ、決して思い出せない夢のよう。
Your friends and your acquaintances, your lovers and your family, all that remains of their recollection of you is a hole. Your entire life to them is but an impenetrable fog. A dream, as if a dream one can never quite recall.
存在しなかったものを覚えていられるわけがないでしょ。
After all, how can someone remember? Someone who never existed. At once, tragic realization arcs through my mind. An image of the plaque by Yasuo's venue. The reason he never mentioned her by name is because of Yunehara's magic.
The realization. Oh no, that's the I'm gonna kill you face.
Yeah, that's the that's the you're going to die phase. Oh boy, girl, you're not alive. You're not making it out of this in one piece.
Essentially.
Rather than vivid shock or despair, Yasuo's eyes suddenly glow a wild and vivid yellow. In a moment, she materializes her fan, and oh shit!
Oh, we're gonna get an anime fight.
Oh, we're gonna get the most anime fight. Yasuo's dainty fan turns from a peaceful diversion to a weapon as she conjures a fierce burst of air with a mere swoop of her arm. All she do is shield my eyes as windows blow out and dust kicks up around us. The sleepy downtown suddenly turned into chaos. Yunehara's hair flutters, yet the woman remains unmoved as I back away at the outpost. There it is. That's the sister I knew. You don't know what you sentenced me to!
現実世界で私が見たものを知らないからそんなことが言えるのよ。
If only you knew what I'd seen in the real world, you wouldn't say such a thing.
愛しい姉さん、あなたはもはや誰もあなたの世界に引き込むことはできない。古の魔術師の真の力を見るがいいわ。 全てを終わらせてあげる。
No longer will you pull any other into your wake, dear sister. Witness the true power of mages of old, for I shall show you the end of all things.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh, that's why. Oh. So you remember that Tatiana said that she had seen Yonehada's power herself one time, her real power.
yeah.
I think we were seeing her real power.
Yeah.
Yonehada's eyes opened wide, her black eyes suddenly flashing a brilliant scarlet red. Her robes flutter around about, and then
Oh, she has a freaking flame sword?
I think so. A burst of fire gushes from her right hand, only to coalesce into a scarlet blade moments later. She grips the hilt tightly, leering down at the woman before her. Yasuo's hand raises high in response, letting forth a fierce stare from what was before a mere gust. I skip backwards and reflexively raise my arm to protect myself as dust kicks about around us. As I regain my sight, I see the people, conjurations. They would be going about their day, disappear one after the other, their energy spent on them channeled into more destructive acts. Ooh. Yonehada's katana slices sideways with a curt flick of the wrist, appearing to effortlessly cut through the wind itself.
相変わらず弱いままね、姉さん。つまらない者たちに見せる手品しかできなかったものね。
You were always weak, Yasuo. Parlor tricks for commoners was all you ever managed.
高みに登れるとはどれほど期待したと思っているの。
I hoped you might achieve greater. With that, she jumps back onto a sign, and then again onto a roof. Then I try to make sense of the unhuman movements from the woman so gracefully clad in a kimono. She pulls her sword up to her right shoulder and lets fly with a strong slash. A flash of orange is all I noticed before I shield my eyes at the fierce heat assaulting me. A yelp escaping as I try to make myself hold firm. As I try to make myself make sense of the inhuman movements from the woman so gracefully Oh, I just read that. A flash of orange is all I noticed before I shield my eyes at the fierce heat assaulting me. A yelp escaping as I try to make myself hold firm. Lowering my breath is stolen by the sight before me. stealing away the day for night. Yonehara asserts her will over this magic world, just as Yasue has. Fires flickering all about us. My feet step back, once, then twice. Only now do I realize my body is shaking. The awesome spectacle before me hiding my physical fear. Feeling my knees start to go weak, the briefest hint of weakness in my will is all I needed to start running. Is all my body needed to start running. Embers sting at my skin as I sprint through the streets, the frantic swinging of my arm to clear them proving to be no use. The air itself feels like it's on fire, the billowing smoke and ashes scorching my throat and searing my lungs. I don't understand anything anymore. I just need to get out of here. Every moment, everything in my body screams at me to run faster. To every muscle pushing me onward through the burning streets as echoes of hate-filled screams and breaking windows ring about. I have to get out of. My vision blurs as I'm picked up and down. My people thrown, my mind going blank, coughing as much from the hot air in my lungs as the smoke and ash about me. I slowly prop myself back up. The building beside me is little more than rubble as my vision returns. The beams reduced to burning matchsticks. The collapse must have thrown me across the street, the city itself falling apart about me. Yasuo's scream of anger makes me look back to a sight which steals away all words. Yasuo pays no attention to her disintegrating world. Wild eyes lock to her sister as she lets out another scream of anguish. The raging firestorm whips around them as if dragons were breathing down the avenues and boulevards of the once homely town.
I'm sorry to make you read so much. If you want to take a breather, I can read from you.
No, it's good. I'm fine. The woman leaps back in the air herself as a gale sweeps through the road beneath her. The force of Yasuo's rage destroys another building as a falling roof causes another beams to shatter and collapse moments after. The yellowing of burning embers breaking up the night sky. No, that darkness isn't just a night sky. A pitch black emanate from Yonehara as something unnatural begins to overtake her. The stars themselves snuffed out one by one. I can't process this anymore. Their magic twisting around the world beyond my comprehension. All I can do is watch. And as the fires of Yonehara's magic and Yasuo's rage engulf the city, the streets, everything. What have I done? I might as well be an ant, witnessing the devastation around me, without any comprehension of what's happening. The women's fighting the sky above are no less than gods in comparison to me. To think mages had this power. Yonahara was right. I never did understand anything. As long as I could escape reality, I didn't care. I lie in place, unable to move. A new feeling asserts itself over the terror of all destruction. Despair. A serene, tall peace. So right. The world Yasu and I shared. The love which had only just begun. The one person who had truly smiled on me. It's over now. Everything is over. Your running better not be over, girl. You gonna die.
Yeah, we need to go.
As I mourn the loss of life I've lost. Small light footsteps on the road skip up from behind me. Who?
Are we honestly coming into the dream world, the past world, and we're going to shoot them?
Preferably not. I feel like that's gonna end real badly for us.
You may be a mage, but can you stop a bullet?
God, imagine that's what we're just like. Imagine that's what we say. We're just like, can you stop a bullet, bitch?
Like, we have this epic anime fight happening right now, and just tomboy girl is over there like lining up her sniper shot.
So I think he might be here to save us.
Yeah.
I hope she's here to save us.
But the thing is, like, do we shoot Yasue or do we shoot Yonahara at this point?
Oh, preferably we shoot neither of them and we get out.
Yeah, it's fair.
Shino-san, どうしてここに?
What are you doing here? I'm here for you, stupid. I can't believe my eyes. Reduced to spluttering in disbelief as I pick myself back up. Rather than twisted in fear, her face is set, raven, furious.
No time to explain. We're getting out of here.
Ew. She takes a step towards me, her right hand reaching out towards my shoulder. I can't move an inch. Every sense and thought overwhelmed. Yet her eyes betray something as she looks into my own. Regret?
ごめんね、ほのかちゃん。
Oh, it is regret. I'm sorry, Honoka. My mouth hangs open, but my words are stolen by a flash of her eyes. A vivid green fills her irises, a glow so fierce it's difficult to look into. My heart skips as realization strikes. Chino's a mage as well? Yeah, everyone you know is a mage.
Yeah, pretty much.
The edges of my consciousness are begin to fray. Another terrible realization gripping me. This is the first stage of returning. She's pulling me out of this world. Yeah, you're gonna die, stupid.
ダメよ、シノさん、やめて。
We gotta go.
Yeah, no, it's time to get out.
Padded room is on fire.
Her grip on my shoulder only tightens, brow furrowing as she sets herself to her task. I try to resist, with my body as much as my mind. But trying to catch my sense of self feels like trying to keep overflowing water in my palm. I managed to whip around with the last of my strength. Yasuo's form just faintly visible in the distance. Yes! What is Yasuo going to do? I don't think she even knows you're there anymore.
Yeah, Yasuo's like,
Oh.
I am occupied right now.
Yeah, she's just like, no, you can go. Actually, I got stuff to handle. My hand reaches out, and I see the barest glimpse of her looking back at the forlorn screen. Her face contorts in panic as she catches sight of me, but it's too late. My body feels light. My mind is. I can't stay.
Okay, with that breather, I'm gonna go get some water, use the restroom, and I'll read.
That sounds good to me.
Oh boy, that was, even though it was like, it was, you know, all still images, that was a very intense fight scene of like all the stuff happening.
Honestly, that was very, very intense, but it was also very, very good. So, like, I'm not complaining about
Yeah,
it.
I know, the music and audio was really good. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh boy.
This has been crazy so far, y'all. I'm like,
But yeah. Okay, I'm back.
ready? Welcome back.
All right. Going back down. Okay. My body takes a deep breath reflexively. The scorching smoke of the Meiji world replaced by the cold, still air of the musty study. My chest heaving, I take it in as if it were manna. And I only hope that Yasue will be alright.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna be fine.
Wait, someone's here. My heart in my mouth, I frantically scramble to my feet. It seems we've shocked each other, both of us stumbling back in surprise.
Черт, ты же должна спать.
Those are words.
Yep, those are definitely words.
The words, Russian I think, are spluttered from the sharply dressed woman before me. Her tall and slender figure lit by the moonlit cast between us. Her crude tone is a jarring contrast to her dignified appearance. I barely stopped myself from crumbling in terror, already reeling after being forced from Yasue. Shino betrayed me, of all people, and now this. The more I look at her frighteningly cold gaze, the more I recognize this isn't some simple burglary.
あなた誰なの？
Who are you?
私は敵ではない。あなたを助けるために来た。
I'm not an enemy, I'm here to help you.
答えて誰？
Tell me, who? I've seen her before. Working back from the flash of recognition, her memories of falling snow and granite soon come to mind as I remember where. She's the one who held the car door for Yonohara when she left the cemetery.
あなた米原さんの手下なの？
You're working for Yonohara, aren't you? Her silent scowl shows I'm on the mark. Yonohara's target wasn't just Yasue, but me as well. I was about to say, there's a knife there, isn't there?
Yeah, oh, there's 100% a knife.
The glint of metal in the moonlight draws my attention to the desk. The knife's well-used blade is within a moment's reach. If Yasue is prepared to battle with Yonohara, then I should be as well.
やめた方がいい。ライフルを持った仲間を外で待たせている。彼女の唯一の目的は
You don't want to do that, Honoka. I have a friend outside with a rifle. Her only interest is in protecting me.
嘘よ。はったりを言ってるんでしょ。
That's a lie.
No.
You're bluffing. Girl,
No, it
please.
is not.
試そうとしない。
You're gonna die.
I don't think you want to find out. I grip my teeth through the fear as it grows around my mind like so many vines. Every muscle in my body is tensed to the point of pain, adrenaline coursing through what feels like every pore. I have nowhere to run. I have nowhere to hide. All I know about the woman in front of me is that she wants to take me away. I have to
I
fight.
would recommend you would go with her.
Yeah, no, don't fight for Yasuo's sake. Hi, Cyan. Welcome in. With speed, which surprised even myself, I lunged at the desk without regard for my own safety. If I could just get that blade, I could defend myself. Even if she reacts and begins to move, I know I can grab it before she'll reach. Bruh.
Yeah, you should have seen that coming, girl.
Everything happens too quickly to process. My body suddenly on the ground. All I can see is red, pain racking my arm and lancing through my body. It hurts. Damn it!
大丈夫。
Honoka, are you... She's here. I feel her reaching over me. She's going to take me. Oh no, the blood scythe.
Great.
Everything happens in a blur, suddenly finding myself back at my feet after lashing out at the figure.
Oh.
Oh, we got those psycho eyes. Oh no.
Oh, we got... And the scythe. Oh, big scythe.
It takes a moment for either of us to register what happened. Following her gaze, my eyes are drawn to the weapon I hold in my own hands. The scythe could only be formed from one thing: the blood from my wound crawling up my arm and into its handle. The weapon I formed with Yasue. Despite the searing pain racking through me, I give the briefest thanks to her.
信じられ。血の魔法をこの目で見られるとは。
Incredible. Real blood magic. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes. Our moment of bewilderment soon comes to an end, the gravity of the situation returning to us. I glance to my side, shows the window now behind me, ruining the shooter's aim. The gunshot's pain ebbs away, overwhelmed by surging adrenaline.
あなたが見ていい世界ではない。どれほど危険な状況か分かっているのか。
This is a world you're not meant to see. You don't know the danger you're in. I am the danger. An unfamiliar feeling bubbles inside as I stare wide-eyed at the woman. A black, acrid feeling. A pure hatred for the stranger in front of me. I finally found the one person who accepted me for who I was, who didn't expect anything of me. The one person I could just exist with. Aren't I allowed to keep that one piece of happiness?
安江を奪わせはしない。
I won't let you take her away from me. Filled with fear and terror, I hold the scythe high and launch at her with the same fury as Yasue against her sister. The swing pierces the empty air between us as she deftly skips back. For a brief moment, I find myself shocked that I attempt to take someone else's life, but those thoughts are soon set aside as I watch her eyes take on an eerie cyan glow in the darkness. I realize another true mage stands before me as a long, ethereal polearm near instantly materializes in her hands. Its menacing blue blade at the ready. Her sharp gaze focuses on my wound as my unsteady weapon.
やっぱり米原さんの手下なんでしょ
I knew it! You're working for her!
ほのかやめなさい。血を失いすぎている。
You need to stop this, Honoka. You're losing too much blood. Fed up with talking, I let my rage boil over and throw myself at the woman with wild abandon. Her words mean nothing now. Had enough of being reasonable. My wild sideways swing hits the wall beside us, plaster flying off around the room. Frustrated by how clumsy my movements are, I make a returning swipe the other way at her midsection, only for a metallic clink ringing out as she parries the blow. She skips back one more time before fleeting down the stairs, but I pursue her with my blade held high and body fueled by burning fury. Fury at her, at Yonohara, and everything which surrounds me. Catching sight of her around the stairwell, I swing wildly with my body's momentum behind the blow. The sturdy wooden railing outright shatters from the force, splinters flying across the room as the woman shields her face.
やめなさい。話を聞いて。
You have to stop this. Please, listen to me.
よくも私の世界を
Get out now. How dare you? My screams bellow about the house as I violently slash at her, her weapon deflecting mine and sending it carving a deep gash out of the floor. After a life of submitting to everyone around me, politely swallowing my pride and playing the perfect student, the rage I feel now is almost intoxicating. My anger drives me onwards, all thoughts of my safety long gone as I keep advancing. The tip of her blade suddenly thrust towards my left side, forcing me to pull my weapon back in fright. I clumsily try to bat it away, only for her to move to be a feint as she jabs against my right. All I can do is stumble backwards to avoid the blow. I try to counterattack. She daftly skips back as I stumble forwards. Her spear's tip circles menacingly in the air between us as I right myself, the woman wanting to pounce. My heart races wildly, faster than I've ever felt before. Nobody's here to help me. Anger, fear, every emotion seems to sweep through my mind at once. Yet as I swing again, she moves her weapon just enough to counter, and not an inch more. I get more and more frustrated as she moves unnaturally quickly, every swipe parried with eerie precision compared to my lumbering slashing. Oh, well, lost too much blood. Gripping the scythe and preparing another attack, I instead suddenly sway to my side as dizziness overcomes me. I put a hand to my face without thinking, trying to collect myself as I uselessly hold my weapon before me.
ほのかもう戦うのは無理だ。それ以上血を失うと。
Honoka, you can't keep this up. You're going to...
うるさい
Shut up!
Oh, that's probably not good.
I lash out at her. My vision blurs as I try to attack. The weight of the conjured weapon suddenly becomes a problem as I stagger and try to regain my footing. Swaying about, I suddenly feel nauseous as my vision takes a second to catch up to my movements. Forcing my way on, my vision lags as I take another step towards the woman staring me down. Out of nowhere, a sudden sense of primal dread suddenly arcs through my mind, coming from somewhere deep inside me. Something's not right. Something's deeply wrong with...
ほのか
Honoka! The sea before me suddenly shifts downwards as my legs collapse beneath me, sight blurring as I fall to the floor. A pathetic yelp of pain escapes as I hit the ground without bracing myself.
Oh boy.
The expected clatter of my dry-up scythe never comes. The weapon instead turned into liquid and splashing about me. But that, I'm left defenseless as the intruder looms above me. Yet my fear of her is dwarfed by the strange feeling of dread welling up inside.
To be honest with you, the fact that we're so freaked out about this is kind of hilarious because, like, Tatiana's just trying to save us.
It's like,
We're the dumbass.
calm down, girl. You're fine. Like, no,
Well, no,
no.
No, we're definitely not fine, but you know, well.
My limbs feel like lead as blood pools around me. Just lifting my head feels like an almost impossible task. The blonde woman looks down in frustration, menacing blade held by her side. Voices from outside carry on in the air. The woman whipping her up out as she hears them. Her weapon dematerializes just as Yasue's fan did. Opportunity apparently missed. Her eyes return to a cold but natural blue. She gives one last frustrated glance towards me before bolting for the door, disappearing in a flash as she sprints out into the snow. My head collapses to the ground, the last of my strength now spent. My eyelids feel more and more heavy as I fight to keep my eyes open. The shouting from outside turns to a barely audible murmur, my senses slowly shutting off. Everything feels wrong. I feel cold. As blackness engulfs me, I begin to fall, a fall which never ends.
Wow. So she is dying.
Yeah.
The glass is set. She pours. Amber liquid splashes satisfyingly over perfectly clear cubes of ice. And after a hasty escape, Tatiana ended up holding herself up in her bar for the time being. I just managed to reach the car just ahead of Tatiana and Kaoru. Barely. We both thankfully none the wiser about my brief trip to that false world. Feeling somewhat responsible for the result, I decided to at least keep Tatiana company. I'll be spinning this way and that on the stool as she strings from behind the counter. While I like what she's done with the bar, it's more than a little lonely when there's no patrons around. The place is empty save for us. The television set to its usual muted volume.
誰かにボコられたみたいな顔だね。
You look like someone who just got their ass cooked.
カオルみたいな切り出し方はよせ。あいつ一人で十分だ。
Don't go starting to talk like Kaoru. One's enough.
悲しいことを忘れるにはいい場所だね。
At least you're well placed to drown your sorrows. She answers with another swig of scotch. It's probably her comfort drinks. Neither of us have any idea of Honoka's life. It's only self-pity that's stopping her from noticing the pit in my stomach about it. And then it's only Tatiana's self-pity that's stopping her from noticing the pit in my stomach about it. Maybe I shouldn't have acted out of line and pulled her from the world. I'd have felt equally guilty of it. I let those quarreling sisters accidentally kill her in their fury, though. There'd be little left of Honoka if her soul were to be slain. Well, there's probably going to be little left of Honoka now if her body does, so, you know.
Yeah.
It's a pain when ordinary people get caught up in meat affairs.
で、次の計画は
So, what's the plan now?
警察の捜査が落ち着くまでここに身を隠す。お前がそれを計画と認めるならだが。
I plan to hide out here until this police investigation dies down. If you can call that a plan.
もっと楽に考えなよ。警察が札幌にいる金髪の女性全員を調べるわけないって。
Look on the bright side. It's not like they're going to check up on every blonde in Sapporo. In Sapporo, oh my god. Tatiana gives a shrug, eyes more focused on her drink than me. To be fair, the scotch seems to be doing a better job of lifting her spirits than I am.
まあ、最悪の事態は避けられたわけだし、薫が狙いを外してよかったよ。
Could have been worse. It's a good thing you got and missed your shot.
What was Kaoru aiming for?
I don't wanna know.
Okay.
Possibly us.
カオルは外したわけじゃない。あいつは何かと問題だらけだが、腕は確かだ。
No, she didn't miss. She might be a mess in lots of ways. In a lot of ways, but Kaoru's a damn good shot. The implication is clear. She only avoided a fatal hit because of Tatiana's request.
結局、予備の計画を立てていたのはあいつだけだったというわけか。失敗した時の逃走計画だ。
In the end, she was the only one who had an exit strategy and a plan B if this all went wrong.
認めるんだ。驚いたな。
I'm surprised you could admit that.
プライドを飲み込んだところで腹を壊さないからな。
No one's had stomach pain from swallowing their pride.
とはいえ、奴が正しいのはどうにも気に食わない。
Still, I hate when she's right. As for me, I still can't grasp the relationship these two have. Tatiana's attention shifts over to the television, and I follow her gaze. It's a news report, coming from a scene all too familiar.
音量を上げて。
Hey, turn the volume! She hastily picks up a remote from behind the counter and cranks it to full volume. Both of us focus intently on the screen.
ほのかちゃんの家で中継してるみたい。
It looks like they're reporting right from Monika's house.
あげたかどもが群がり始めたか。
So the vultures have descended. The youthful reporter babbles in that typical news tone. Her microphone and suit just a little too large to look natural on her light frame. Police officers work behind her, mainly watching over the scene and looking important for the camera.
昨日の事件現場から生中継です。警察はこの事件を強盗未遂事件として捜査を続けています。
We report live from the scene of yesterday's incident in what police are calling a botched robbery.
自宅で激しい襲撃を受けた住人は北海道大学に通う20歳の女子学生で侵入した犯人を撃退した後負傷により意識を失いました。現在重傷ではあるものの命に別状はなく回復に向かっているとのことです。
Following the violent attack in her home, the resident, a 20-year-old student of Hokkaido University, fought out the intruder before collapsing from injuries. The woman is in a serious but stable condition and is expected to make a full recovery. Wow, she's not dead?
警察は救急隊に素早く通報した近隣の住民に感謝の言葉を述べていました。犯人は依然として逃走中で警察は市民に情報提供を呼びかけています。
Police wish to thank the neighbors for calling for their quick thinking and calling emergency services. The suspect remains at large, and the police are appealing to the public for any information they can provide. She goes on for a bit talking about local crime, the incident apparently not spicy enough without being part of a broader. Yeah. All the better to cover our tracks, I suppose.
重傷である者の命に別状はないか。いつも同じ言い回しだな。
Serious but stable condition, just like they say every time.
よかったと思いなよ。あれだけのことが起きたのに、ほのかちゃんはまだ生きてるし、容疑者については何も言われてないんだから。
At least she's alive after everything that happened. No mention of a suspect either. I noticed Tatiana's brow furrowing as the camera holds on the reporter, her scotch forgotten as she leaned further and further over the counter with interest.
あのジャケットに見覚えがある。お前はどうだ?
Hey, that parka looks familiar. It's not just me, right? Looking back. Oh, shit. Looking back, I noticed a new member of the police walking into frame. Oh no.
She's just like sticking her head where she shouldn't be.
No, that's someone else.
Oh, okay.
Looking back, I noticed a new member of the police walking into frame and the side of the shot. Their large cream parka joining the gaggle of coats and police uniform and uniform ponchos. No, this is not Juno. Wait, are piercings are a thing of the police nowadays? My heart skips a beat. Both of us now locked onto the screen.
まさか。
There's no way. The police. Oh, it's Kaoru.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's Karu who's there.
The odd police officer turns to the camera, and
カオル? あれはカオルだよな。
Kaoru. That's Kaoru. I tell her off yelling in my ear, but I'm left speechless. All I can do is sit there with my jaw on the floor as a stuttering Tatiana frantically jabs her finger toward the television. Gathering her wits about her, she snatches her phone from her pocket and thumbs through menus with a noticeable adrenaline-fueled jitter. As I turn back to the TV, the interloper plucks out her own phone just as the news switches back to the studio.
テロ、何をしている? 早く.
Pick up! What are you doing? Hurry up! I raise an eyebrow, wanting to hear what comes next. Noticing me in my reaction, she turns on the speaker and lays it on the counter. Hello. I don't know anymore. Hello. Detective O is speaking. As Tatiana leans into her phone, I brace myself as her face contorts in anger.
Какого черта ты делаешь? Ты ебанутая?
I don't speak Russian. I'm sorry.
Ты хочешь убить меня, чтоб тебе дети
She's very angry, I can tell.
She's angry. I just don't speak the language.
Пиздец.
Done. Her cursing is enough to make me well. But at least the chance to let off some steam helped settle Tatiana a little. Kaoru, by contrast, Kaoru breezily waves it off. This must be far from her first exchange like this. Now that you're done yelling into my ear. Oh, hold on. Sorry, you can't enter here. Detective Oe, Hokkaido Prefectural Police. Please excuse me. Be careful of the scene. Forensics will be here shortly. How long until they show up? About 10 minutes. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
じゃあ入るね。あんたのやり方より簡単でしょ。
And I'm in. Easier than your way, huh?
おかげでまた寿命が縮んだかな。
There's another couple years off my life.
ニュース見たんだろ。そこにいて当然って顔で堂々としてればどこにでも入れるんだよ。恨むならその技を教えてくれた人にして。
Some, right? You'd be amazed at the places you can get into if you just act like you belong. Blame the one who taught me that.
You taught me how to be like this, Mom.
Yeah. This is your fault, Mom. I'm like this because of you. Subtle. Tatiana doesn't notice my nervous smile.
本が欲しいって言ってたよな。警察が乗り込んでくる前に手に入れとこうと思ってさ。
You said you wanted the book. So I thought I'd scoop it up before the cops got their hands on it.
それに弾道検査で弾が見つかって警察に追い回されるのは勘弁してほしいし。
Besides, the last thing I need is police crawling on my ass after running ballistics tests on the bullet. To the point. Tatiana doesn't look happy about it, but thinks better of continuing her tirade. Kaoru's doing this for her after all. Partly. Kaoru's quiet whistling interrupts her simmering.
台風通過って感じだけど、ここまでやる必要あった？
This place looks like a typhoon swept through. You really have to go this far?
私のせいではない。手違いでほのかを殺さないよう気をつけて押さえつけることしかできなかった。まさかあそこまで抵抗するとは思わなかった。
That wasn't me. I was so scared of accidentally killing Honoka. So all I could do was hold her off. I didn't expect her to go berserk like that.
つまり、これ全部お姫様の仕業ってこと？
Princess did all? She goes silent, probably gazing about in incredulity. I don't think any of us really seriously thought she'd fight back, let alone to the point of forcing us to pull out. Kaoru's boots on hardwood can be heard even over the stairs, squeaking loudly as she heads up.
ほのかはヨーロッパの骨董品が好きなんだな。数百年前の世界にいるみたいだ。
Tells me she had a thing for old Europe. Feels like we're going back a couple hundred years here.
真面目にやれ、カオル。
Focus, Kaoru.
わかったわかった。
Alright, alright. Silence rings out while Kaoru rummages around. Tatiana and I are on edge, and casually rummages around an active crime scene.
ミッキ け 7.62×54 ミリアール弾あるいはその残骸かな
There we go. One 7.62 times 5.4 millimeter bullet, or at least what's left of one.
例の本は
And the hook, and then the book. Her boots echo around the room as she walks over.
タチアナが言ってた通りデスクの上に開きっぱなし一言も読めねえやずいぶん古いものみたいだな
Still a little bit on the desk, just like you said. Can't make out a word, but looks old enough.
うん図は一致してるこの本で間違いない
Yep. The diagrams match up. It's gotta be this.
あの子相当ヤバいものに手を出したんだねすごい量の血だ
She got into some messed up stuff. The amount of blood here.
今は放っておけ誰かに見つかる前本を持って早く出る
Never mind that now. Just grab it and get out of there before someone finds you. Someone finds you
了
out.
解じゃあいつものバーで会おうあそうだビール用意しといて
You got it. Meet you back at the bar. Oh, and have a beer ready for me, will you?
I worked hard for that.
Listen, I respect the fact that even through this, she's just like, I just want a beer now. With that, she abruptly hangs up on the call. Tatiana slumps forward on the counter, holding her forehead in her hand. I can't blame her for being exhausted by the experience.
これで終わりだなすっきりした終わり方ではないがとにかく終わった
Well, not the cleanest ending to a job, but it's over.
Hi, FG. Welcome in. It has been a long time. How you doing?
歩いて立ち去れる着陸は成功した着陸って言うしね
Well, it's just like they say. Any landing you walk away from is a good one. With that, I hop off my stool and grab my scarf from the seat beside me, throwing it around my neck.
Okay, Call of Duty. Yeah, that makes sense. That you're not able to attend as much because you're just playing.
もう帰るのか
The obsession is strong. Leaving already?
少しは寝なきゃ明日は私も課題があるの
I have my own homework to do tomorrow.
Oh, you have to go. Oh, is it the Korean service that you have to do? Because if I'm not mistaken, South Koreans have to do, or they can opt to do, uh, military service, right? Okay, it
I heard
is.
it was mandatory.
Is it mandatory? I don't recall.
Yeah, because the person running the Artist Rex website is also leaving for military service soon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Suspicious Tatiana silently watches me leave. The debt I'm incurring with her will come due, but for now, she holds her tongue.
Okay. We'll pause it there, and we'll come back to this next time. But I feel like we are getting, like, we got through Act 2 in what, a stream and a half?
Mm-hmm.
So we could definitely, I feel like we could finish it next time.
Maybe, depending on how crazy the end of Act 2 is.
You know what? That is fair. It could go very crazy for a minute.
Yeah.
But let me give you a shout out. Where can people find you, Melty?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch at MeltiHeart, and on YouTube at MeltiHeart ASMR.
Hell yeah. Love some good ASMR.
Yes. I actually have another one coming out next week.
That's
Not this week,
cool.
but next week. Yes.
Well, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their day. In the meantime, we are going to raid. Let's find somebody to go to. You know what? Let's do this again. Let's go out with my good friend. It's Noel now. They're doing some art. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day, rest of your weekend. I'll be back later this afternoon. I'll be back on Saturday. And I hope you have a lovely time as well on your weekend, Melty. And I'll see you next Friday.
See you next Friday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you again to Melty for joining us. We're going to be heading out and doing a raid. Let me save the game. I have not saved the game. Oh, that could have been bad. There we go. Saved our game. Whew. That could have been really bad. But hope you guys have a lovely time with Noel. Have I pulled up the stream? I have not pulled up the stream yet. I have pulled up the stream. I'm just really stupid. I'm tired. Hope you guys have a lovely time with Noel. Like I said, I'll be back at 2 p.m. CST. We're playing some Resident Evil 6. I have not played Resident Evil 6. I have seen it. I have seen the memes about it. But I'll be playing Resident Evil 6 with Whiskey. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. If I don't see you this afternoon, I will hopefully be back later this evening playing some DBD with Leonea. Resident Evil, yeah, we're playing Resident Evil 6. Yeah, we'll be playing even with alcohol. Okay, my bad. With Whiskey Weeb. Whiskey Weeb. That's the person we're collabing with. We're doing the 2-player campaign. Yeah. Their username is just Whiskey Weeb. But have fun with Noel. See you guys next time. Bye.